imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities as Karma Kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Kusmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Dakshadas from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindas Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all your services, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumar Devidasi from Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vadna from Atlanta, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vandana Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for attending the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. I offer my obeisances to all the seven devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Ayan Shah from West Bengal.
Hare Krishna and Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all your services, Prabhu. Thank you so much for joining the call. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shyama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. All glories to all your services. Thank you, Mataji, for giving us the opportunity to serve. And welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, I will start the recording, Mataji, otherwise.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have His Grace Radha Pramod Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 9th chapter and verse number 36. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much Prabhuji for joining the call. and for your valuable time and association to us this morning and to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Before handovering the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Ayan Prabhuji for Prabhuji's brief introduction. Over to you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. From various institutions and devotees, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Here's a brief introduction for our very dear speaker, His Grace Radha Pramod Das. Prabhuji came to Krishna consciousness in 2001. Prabhuji got initiated in 2006 by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Prabhuji completed Bhakti Vedanta Vidyapith from BVRC. Prabhuji manages a preaching center in Hyderabad. Prabhuji trains and educates corporate youths. Prabhuji gives daily sessions on Asa TV and other local channels. Prabhuji also conducts online Bhagavatam sessions for many devotee groups around India. Here's a very brief introduction for Prabhuji Mataji. Over to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much for the introduction. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Mataji, Prabhuji is here. Prabhuji already joined. Mataji?
It was
Yes,
there,
ma'am.
Mataji.
Yes.
Okay. Hare,
Yeah. Okay.
Hare Krishna
I
Prabhuji,
gave him
Dandat
ghost.
Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We are eagerly waiting to hear from you, Prabhu.
Yes.
Whenever ready, please take over the call, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you are not going to on video today, Prabhuji. Just want to ask you.
Just a second. I missed.
Okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirai Nashtaprayesha Bhadresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9, entitled The Science of God. Prahlad pacifies Lord Nrsimhadev with prayers. Text 36. Evam sahasravadana grisira karoru nasadya karnanayana bharanayudhatyam Mayamayam sadupalakshita sannivesham Drishtva mahapurushamapamudam virincha. Lord Brahma could then see you possessing thousands of faces, feet, hands, legs, thighs, nose, ears, and eyes. You are very nicely dressed, being decorated and bedaubed with various ornaments and weapons. Seeing you in the form of Lord Vishnu, your symptoms and from being transcendental, your legs extending from the lower planets, Lord Brahma achieved transcendental bliss. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I'll just read the word to word also. Evam, in this way, Sahasra, thousands and thousands, Vadana, faces, Angri, feet, Shiraha, heads, Kara, hands, Uru, thighs, Nasa, Adhya, nose, etc., Kara, ears, Nayana, eyes, Abharana, varieties of ornaments, Ayudha, varieties of weapons, Adhyam, endowed with Maya Mayam, all demonstrated by unlimited potency, Sat Upalakshita, appearing in different symptoms, Sannivesham, combined together, Drishtva, seeing, Mahapurusham, the personality of God, Api, Apa, achieved, Mudam, transcendental bliss, Virincha, Lord. It is talking about Lord Brahma's, how he could get this. So we will just read the purport also. Lord Brahma, being completely pure, could see that the original form of the Lord as Vishnu, having many thousands of faces and forms. This process is called self-realization. Genuine self-realization consists not of perceiving the impersonal effulgence of the Lord, but seeing face to face the transcendental form of the Lord. As distinction mentioned here, Lord Brahma saw the Supreme Lord as Mahapurusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Arjuna also saw Krishna in the same way. Therefore, he told the Lord, Param Brahma, Param Kama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the Supreme Abode, the pure and purifier, the absolute truth, and the eternal divine person. The Lord is Param Purusha, the Supreme Form, Purusham Shashvatam. He is everlastingly the Supreme Enjoyer. It is not that the impersonal Brahman assumes a form. On the contrary, the impersonal Brahman effulgence is an emanation from the supreme form of the Lord. Upon being purified, Lord Brahma could see the supreme form of the Lord. The impersonal Brahman cannot have heads, nose, ears, hands, and legs. This is not possible, for these are attributes of Lord's form. The word Maya Mayam means spiritual knowledge. This is explained by Madhvacharya. Maya Mayam Jnana Swarupam. The word Maya Mayam, describing the Lord's form, should not be taken to mean illusion. Rather, the Lord's form is factual, and seeing this form is the result of perfect knowledge. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. The word Jnanavan refers to one who is perfectly in knowledge. Such a person can see the personality of Godhead, and therefore he surrenders unto the Lord. The Lord's being symptomized by a face, nose, ears, and so on is eternal. Is eternal. Without such a form, no one can be blissful. The Lord, however, is Sachidananda Vigraha, as stated in Shastra. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. When one is in perfect transcendental bliss, he can see the Lord's supreme form. In this regard, Srila Madhvacharya says, Gandakya devata yadvat prativim vyapya tishtati evam vyaptam jagat vishnum brahmatma stham dadarshaha. Lord Brahma saw that as armors and colors spread throughout the earth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead pervades the cosmic manifestation in the subtle form. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I thank all of you for giving this opportunity for speaking on for my purification on Bhagavatam. So here we will be discussing on this verse. This is actually very interesting verse, meeting with how Brahma, Prahlad is glorifying, how Lord is getting the darshan of Brahma is getting darshan of Lord. So this is the realization which Prahlad is speaking here. And this is actually very special thing. How to get darshan of Lord. And very important understanding. So here Brahma is getting this form of Lord. So we'll try to understand what is the speciality of this form. What is the speciality of the form which is described here. Of course, this is the form which is every day Brahma worships in his Brahma Loka. Sahasra Shirsha Purusha. This we can hear from Brahma Samhita, Brahma Samhita, but Purusha Sukta, which he recites, and Brihat Bhagavatamrita, we can discuss about. We hear about it. How Brahma is every day worshipping, and Lord comes in this form. And not only he is coming, he is also accepting the worship of Lord. And what Lord does after that? He goes and he sleeps. He accepts the service of Brahma, and after that he takes rest. That is the thing he does. But what he does in Goloka, he never sleeps. Night also he does not sleep. And day and night he is very engaged because he don't want to waste time in sleeping. There are so many important things for him to do, especially he has to meet gopis, and in the daytime gopas, in the nighttime gopis. And Lord is reciprocal to how you relate to him. That is the most important thing. Anyway, here, meeting with Krishna. So if we want to take darshan of Krishna, if we want to meet Krishna, what is the criteria? How we can meet Krishna? So I am hoping that all of us in this group have some desire to meet Krishna. So today we will also see Brahma is meeting Krishna here. We'll see how we can meet Krishna. And some of them, they have the photo of Krishna meeting in their, what do you say, this, what do you call it, picture. They have this, where they are having Krishna, Gopal is meeting Krishna. So we'll try to discuss this today's topic.
That's the logo of Bhakti Sanga group, Prabhuji.
That's the logo of Bhakti Sanga. Okay. So we'll see. This aspect of meeting Krishna is that a meeting with God will not happen earlier than he wants it. His will is in this case is very important. So God must call us. Then only we'll be able to see him. So we'll try to discuss this aspect of him. Hopefully. Now, but one thing is he already called us. Any person who are in the Sangha now, he called everyone. Otherwise, we would not have come here. We are in the group, proves that, and especially we have this logo of Bhakti Sangha. It's proof that we are all interested to, and Krishna himself called all of us. That's why we are here. Now, because many people are walking on the street. There are so many people outside here now also. How many people have heard the holy name during Harinam? And how many people passed by without even registering the sound of holy name in their ears? The sound of holy name of Krishna calls us, including Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he ordered us to spend the Sankirtan of the holy name, spread the Sankirtan of the name, is actually, we are calling people. It's actually Krishna's call to people. When we go and chant Harinam, it is Krishna's call to people. Krishna calls to him, but not everyone is interested. This is very important because devotees often do not understand. Krishna must call us. No, he is already calling. This is Harinam we are doing, he is already calling. And another important thing is we need to gain patience, because devotees sometimes they are in hurry to meet Krishna. I don't know how many are hurry, but some people they say, I'm already chanting from 6 months. I am not able to get darshan of Krishna. Oh, sometime my mother asks, Are you are chanting from so many years. Did you get darshan of Krishna? I said, yeah, there is not very much possibility now. 10 years, 20 years. But Krishna is so far. Many people outside, they say, I got darshan of Lord, I got darshan of Durga, I got darshan of this Lord, I got darshan of Shiva. But then when they come and meet us, they say, Did you get darshan? No chance. But this is simply means that Krishna knows that we are not yet ready for this meeting. Krishna says, Swayameva Sprihadhyata. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavya Mukhya. Tejo Vari Bridamita Vinimay Yatradya Sargomasha Dhamna Svena. So it says Brahma's heart Lord manifested. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavya. So it is said Swayameva Sprihadhyata. He will manifest himself. And now how he is manifesting? He is manifesting in the holy name. And when our whole existence will be concentrated in the service of chanting the holy name, then Lord will manifest. How we have to, whole existence of it should be for chanting only. We are living for chanting. That's all. No other job. If we are in that state, then it is possible to get the Lord telling Nama Rupa Guna Leela. First darshan of Lord we get in Nama. We understand. And that is a stick. When we know the Bhagavatam also, Narada Muni, Krishna appeared to him and then disappeared. And what he said? For a moment he appeared, then he said, Oh, Narada, you are not yet ready. Narada was crying, Where did you go? How will I live without you? Krishna said, In this life you will not see me anymore. Because Krishna is not very sentimental in this regard. He knows we are not ready yet. He may appear in for a moment to strengthen our desire. Sometimes he can prove himself for a moment. For an unprepared person in the sound of holy name. Suddenly somebody chants, suddenly he experiences a great ecstasy. He'll feel some kind of delight, enthusiasm, but still he needs to a long way when Krishna himself says, Now you are ready to meet me. If we look at our hearts, we will understand that we are not ready. Our heart is proof. I know my heart is filled with all these anarthas. Like we know this past time incident of what Radhanand Maharaj is in Vrindavan. He was taking parikramanas in earlier 1980s, from 40 years back, at least 30 years back. 30, 40 years back. That time Vrindavan was not very lit and all this. Now it's like almost a big city. But that was quite poor and village type. And in the night time, many times there will not be electricity also. And Maharaj was going with devotees and there was a drainage. And that lid was opened. And Maharaj walking and he fell into it. And because there is no light and other things, devotee has to run. It almost took half an hour to bring him out. And his leg got fractured and then they took to the ashram. Maharaj was saying up, he didn't want to go. First he gave the class and then he went up because his leg got injured. And devotees asked, Maharaj, what were you thinking when you were in that place for a long? There was rats, cockroaches, such a dirty place. Maharaj was inside. He fell in the middle of the road inside. And Maharaj said, I was thinking, I am trying to call Krishna into my heart. And I'm thinking, my heart is dirty like this. How can I invite Krishna into my heart, which is dirty like this? And even in that time also, he is able to think about Krishna. He's not worried, when this fellows will come, who will take me outside, and I am inside this dirty, filthy place, and he is not fearful. He is still thinking how Krishna will come into. When we look into heart, this is a very simple thing. We are not yet ready. And we are not, no, and this is, we need to spiritually grow. And this is the natural process. Our spiritual body should grow. Just the material body is growing. Even for a material body to grow in the womb of mother, it takes 9 months. If somehow he is in hurry, like Prabhupada gives example of newly married woman, and if she she want to get a child, she has to wait. It will not happen. It's a very complicated process. And they have to, as a child, we have to suffer in the womb also so much to get a material body. This body, it's a so much tolerant because a person must prepare the spiritual body to grow. This is like Gandhari, if you know this story. When she comes to know that Kunti, she got the first child. Immediately she becomes so envious and she hits her womb. And immediately a lump of flesh will come out. Now the child is not grown inside, but it came immature. Similarly, we are not yet grown spiritually. We didn't get a spiritual body now. That's why we are not able to see Krishna. This Brahmas also I will tell, but I am just telling directly about Krishna in Goloka. Brahma, what he saw is a different form. But what we need to see is a different form. But still I am wanted to tell about it. Now, a terrible shapeless form came. This story, it's a symbol of what happens to a person who does not get patience and who is trying to come to meet Krishna and he is not yet ready. He will not be able to see Krishna because he is not yet formed in our heart. It's just some peace. Now, a meeting with, it's a very important. What does a person need to do so that he can eventually meet Krishna? This is an important point that we need to know. The first thing to remember is when we try to think about our meeting with Krishna, first is that Krishna himself will call when necessary. And we also discussed Krishna already called. He is calling through his holy name. Because from the point of view of Krishna, we have a certain readiness. The experience of there is a disappointment. Krishna trusted us. He gave himself in the holy name. But unfortunately, we are not able to concentrate on the holy name. Concentrate on the service of chanting the holy name. Otherwise, he is saying, I am not different from the holy name. The famous Padma Puran shloka, no? That Bhinnatvam Nama Naminam. There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. He already gave himself. He already gave in the form of holy name. We need to realize him. But many people are very busy with many things. They say, oh, I have so much time. And in the end of life, I will chant more seriously. Now I have to take care of my family. I have to take care of my business and money and so many other things are also there. Why I should be in so much hurry? But we give all our existence in chanting, then Krishna is. That means they are not ready to meet Krishna. This is a very simple answer. Why we are not able to see? Because we don't want. Are we ready to, like sun god? If I want to meet sun god, I cannot meet because my body is more of water, our body. And sun god is more of fire. If you go to him, we'll be evaporated. That means if I want to meet sun god, what should I have? I should have a body that is made of fire. Then I can enter into sun god and meet him. Otherwise, not possible. Similarly, for meeting Krishna, I need to have a spiritual body. I cannot have this material thing. The body should be absolutely clean. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. To meet the absolute pure with a manifestation of pure beauty, mercy, compassion, knowledge, and all this heroism, is also renunciation. A person must he should also have all these qualities. Otherwise, it is not possible. Even if Krishna appears in front of us, understand this point. Even if Krishna appears in front of us, but we cannot meet him. We will not be able to understand him. We will not be able to recognize him. That is the point. Krishna is very, very, very simple. Say now a cowherd boy, little dark, wearing some forest flower garlands, having a bamboo, just wearing some yellow dhoti, having some peacock feather. No sophisticated. No. Naumidyate apirabushe taditambaraya. गुंजावतांस परिपुच्छ लसन्मुखाय वन्ने सृजे कवल वेत्र विषाण वेणु लक्ष्मी श्रिये मधुपते पशुभांगजाय. This is Brahma's prayer. So he says, Naumidyate Vapushe Taditambaraya. He says, my dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, therefore I offer obeisance. He says that, O son of King of Cowherd, your transcendental body is blue like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning. And he says you are wearing garland of various forest flowers and leaves and equipped with herding stick, a buffalo horn, a flute. You stand beautiful with a morsel of food in your hand. That to left hand he is holding in hand. So Brahma really got little upset. He said, how can somebody eat with this left hand? Brahma is a very cultured person. Now, the cowherd people, they are not very ambitious. They are quite simple. For them, they just have to herd the cows. They just go, send the cows there. They sit and they have a stick. And in that time, they were having a flute also is playing. Is not bothered about economic condition of the country and what is the share market and what is happening around. They are least bothered. They are not very ambitious. They know just to herd the cows, bring them back, tie them, give them some fodder, milk them, and then finish. So simple. And Krishna is cowherd boy. He is also very, very simple. And when we reach that simplicity, then we'll get access to Krishna. So that is the point. We can access Krishna, but for that we need to be simple. That is one criteria. But I am going to speak another one here. Because even Krishna comes, we will not be able to understand. Duryodhana and a huge number of demons, they saw Krishna. But as a result of their meeting, they only offended him. That is their relation with Krishna, only offense. He was enraged with Krishna when he met. When somebody glorified, like Vidura and Sanjay, when they glorified Krishna, Duryodhana cannot handle. He just ran away. He said, I cannot hear. He could not be in that place. Krishna is glorified. Why? A simple reason. Because his heart is not ready to meet only. When Krishna himself comes to Hastinapur, Krishna came to Duryodhana. What Duryodhana did? He came as a peace messenger. Duryodhana tried to bind him and further commit offenses to Krishna. Like we discussed this also. Krishna is proportionate to love. Wherever people love him, Krishna manifests there. And who loves Krishna maximum? Srimati Radharani. So Krishna manifests maximum when Srimati Radharani is present. She is there, then Krishna is maximum there. And here in the material world, nobody loves him, so he is not manifesting only. Whoever loves him, Krishna manifests there. In your house, if you are taking care of Lord Krishna very nicely, cooking him, offering him with great love and devotion, you are offering prayers, arati, chanting, Vaishnava bhajans, singing Vaishnava bhajans, chanting the Bhagavatam prayers and sitting and chanting in front of them. All these things when we are doing, Lord is so very pleased to manifest. He'll come and sit in your house. In temple is there because so many devotees are coming, offering him because he is attracted to love. Where there is love, Lord is manifesting. That is very simple. Now we need to prepare ourselves. Krishna is not in hurry. Trouble is that in this state, when we meet Krishna, we'll only offend him. We discuss this also. If Krishna suddenly comes to our house, whole day we have to be with him. We will start offending after 3 days. We say, 3 days, Krishna, you are staying as a guest in our house. There are so many congregation in our yatra. Why don't you go to their houses also and give some time? We will only offend him because our heart is not ready. At some point, he begins to be like devotees who are with spiritual master very closely. They start thinking they are equal to spiritual master and they start offending. That's why Srila Prabhupada also gives this one. Familiarity leads contempt. Therefore, Krishna is not in hurry. Krishna knows when a person is ready. Now, we need to prepare. Actually, the meaning is that how can we specifically prepare for a meeting? How to prepare ourselves? What do I need to do? A meeting with God is a judgment. Let's from God's point of view, we will see pity, cowardice, indifference, insincerity, hypocrisy. All these things are manifested to some degree in the heart. And we do not see this because, as a rule, we look at the world through the prism of these qualities. Even though these qualities are present, we are not able to see because we see the world only like this. Therefore, in ourselves, we do not see them. We see these qualities in others. And I confess that I also see fault because I have faults. That is a proof that I am seeing fault. How do I know that I am having all these faults? Because I am able to see in others. So that is the proof. Because we see through them, that's why we can identify them. And meeting with God means the distinct darshan of all these qualities. I am able to see them. That's why when Vaishnavas, they're so humble. Amara jivan sada papera nahito punyera. When they see this quality separate from them, they see, oh, these are the qualities I have. That is only a spiritual master had to identify in the disciple all this quality to help him. Otherwise, spiritual master is also not interested. He knows they want to meet Krishna, more and more they feel humble. Even the preliminary stage, when we have not yet met Krishna, we only are preparing to meet Krishna. This implies that we will see all these bad qualities in our life. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is crying, and all the Vaishnavacharyas, you have this prayers where they are telling how Danya Bodhika, how they are feeling themselves. Now we'll come to the important point here of our discussion. What we are not ready to start preparing for meeting. To start, because here there should be outstanding courage in order to see the dirt in ourselves. Preparing for meeting Krishna, we should think about who Krishna is. What is his purity? What is his love? So important point. If I want to see Krishna, first criteria is heart should be clean. First is we need to have desire. Second, heart should be clean. Third is we should be able to see the bad qualities in ourselves. Fourth is we should be able to see what is Krishna's purity, his love, his beauty. And there is certain preparatory stage when we meet with our incompetence, inability. And this is a very big pain a person experiences. And I am telling all this, I am not able to do any of these things. I am telling to myself only. Because when we speak, then we hear at least. To accept this is what I am telling. Not think that I am doing all these things. Far, all of you are much better than me. I am just giving you information, whatever and this is to accept this is not in a sense that we come to terms to agree, but we accept that means, okay, I have, what can I do? I'll continue. No, we are not coming in terms of agreement with all the bad qualities. Seeing means that we want to get rid of them. First is, if you know this formula, first is we have to identify the problem. Then we start repenting. So recognize, then repent, then what we do, we try to rectify and then reinstate. So the 4 R's: recognize, repent, rectify, reinstate. So this recognition is very important. That makes us humble. That's the point. And this is the moment we are willing, we will have willingness to rise because I recognize my problem. Most of the time, it is very difficult to recognize that I have these problems. What problems I told, I'll just list out, which I also have, just for indifference, insincerity, hypocrisy, cowardice. So all these, many other things are also there. So these are all anarthas. While I hold on these anarthas, I unfortunately are prettily attached to my shortcomings. We are attached to our anarthas also, because it is advantageous to be sick also sometimes. If some of you may have this memory, at least I remember, many times when you want to go to school, when we are very small, we think I don't want to go to school. Then what we tell to our mother, Mama, I think I am sick. You see, there is fever also. It is very hot, my body. Mother will look and say, no fever, just go to the school. Maybe some of you may be remembering. At least we prayed that maybe I should become sick for 2-3 days so that I don't want to go to school. This is actually advantage. We also want to remain sick in this metal world. It's a very important stage when even people want to hold on to it. This is a very important stage when a person in his thoughts about God eventually begins to see what is him and sincerely says to Krishna, take all this away. I don't want it. I don't want to hold it anymore. And sometimes, if you remember this also, sometimes in childhood, children will say, I'll give my toys to my younger sister. In the school, he will tell to his friends. And after some time, thinks, maybe I'll give only 1, 2. And after some time, he says, I will not give anything to my sister. You may have experienced this, some children. Now, similarly, I will not give anything. Similarly, when we say to Krishna also, we try to give something to Krishna, but then quickly we change our mind. No, 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 no. Why everything now? Now I need. No? We we should be willing to give. I do not take this toy. We want, therefore, even this step to take towards Krishna is also very difficult. In order to take this step, we need to prepare. We need to feel confidence in Krishna. So this is another point. I told till now, we should have desire, we should be ready, see the anartha, see good quality in Krishna. Now the fifth important point is, before this point I said that we are attached to, when we see anarthas, we don't want to get rid of them because we are attached to them, because it gives an advantage. We feel fearful, if my lust goes, how will I enjoy in this world? That's why we don't want to get rid of lust. There is a desire to enjoy. Now when Lord is telling, we all heard this many times. Krishna is telling, Yehi sansparshaja bhoga dukkhayo nevate. You want to enjoy in this little world, you will suffer. So give up the desire to enjoy. And I spoke it many times, I heard many times. But for me also, I feel fearful, really. If I give my desire to enjoy, what will happen to me? I asked this few times. The desire is there to get rid, but it is not completely sincere desire to get rid of the desire to enjoy. It's very heavy. Now, this is another. Now, here another point is to gain confidence in Krishna. Confidence in Krishna means the inner confidence that God knows what is better for me. Now, this is very challenging for many people. We are very accustomed to determining what is better for me. We think we are more intelligent than Krishna. That's why we go and tell Krishna, these are all things I want. These are all things you should provide me. And Krishna thinks, but I am more intelligent than you. He said, no, you are intelligent, but you should do according to what I want. I should get this, I should get this. And the people should behave in this way with me. And they should think I am good. And whatever I am doing is right. Krishna says, but it won't work like that. And we think, who else will take care of me? It's not me. I should take care of myself. Who else know what is better for me? But we develop this confidence in Krishna. This is very important quality. This is our path begins to real meeting with Krishna from here. Until then, while we have no confidence in Krishna that he knows better, which is better for me, there can be no question of going to Krishna. We can stand, but the movement towards Krishna, some of our steps towards Krishna begins from the moment when we develop this trust in Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, trust means I know that he knows better than me. It is not faith. Trust is one step further, that he knows better than me. And humility is synonym to trust. Humility is synonym to trust. Clear now? Now, gratitude is a symptom of trust also. Is a synonym to faith. Gratitude in relation to Krishna. Humility, that when I accept everything Lord sends to me. The third very important synonym in our humility, trust, is because trust, humility, and gratitude, these three are they are the coordinates from where we can see the Lord. Like that. Because if we begin to say that humility and trust are synonyms, ordinary people will not be able to understand how trust and humility are synonyms. But in our coordinate system, these are the three qualities. They are manifestation of sense of internal prosperity. Internal property. They are internal property or internal state of the soul, which is called trust and faith. We are humble in the sense, trust means, okay, Lord, whatever you are sending, I know it is right. I am grateful. Now, here we'll try to understand this trust also means chastity. So, this is one very important point I wanted to discuss on this. Please try to understand. This is the final and important point, but very important point. Trust is chastity. Chastity means what? Chastity means the wisdom of a person becoming integral, not partial. It's not partial. It's part of it. That is chastity. Chastity means we are no separate. It's part of it. Chastity means a person gains the ability to see a certain holistic picture. He's not just seeing the part. She is chaste to her husband means she is not separated from her. She's just completely aligned with him. Right? Similarly, the chastity means the person is able to see the holistic picture of the world, because wisdom is our perception of what is happening. My wisdom means I am able to see what is happening here, right? Including with us what is happening in the world. And chastity is ability to see the complete picture. That means a person can be smart, but a smart person means a person who pulls out some part and knows how to manipulate this part. This is smartness in the material world. You talk out something, manipulate it, so that you can achieve some goals. But a chaste person understands that Krishna is behind all these things, because he sees all the complete picture. Whatever is happening here in India, in the world, whatever in the present scenario in different parts of the world. I don't want to go to the details. We should see Krishna's hand in it, the complete picture. And this is called chastity. That's why it is synonym to for humility and for faith others. We can see the complete picture. But until I have trust in God, chastity means I only want Krishna. I do not want anything else. Until then, I chose from the fact that something that comes to me, something that is sent to me, it's good or it's bad. I will not judge it. Chastity means I accept what Krishna wants to send me. These are all things what we are discussing. This chastity is to help us see Krishna. We have to change our heart and mind like this. He knows in essence what is better for me. In order for a person to have chastity, he must develop integrity in himself. Now, integrity means a person which is far from, it's not very simple. It's a very difficult thing. When a person is not bifurcated inside, when is absolutely completely focused on his desire to reach Krishna. And like Kunti Maharani, what she's just her famous prayer, Vipada Santuta Shashwat Tatra Tatra Jagadguru Bhavato Dharshanam Yasya Apunarbhav Darshanam. What she's telling is, let the dangers come. But Vipada means danger, trouble. And she's telling, let them constantly come. Vipada Santata Shashwat Tatra Tatra Jagadguru. And she asks Krishna, and she's telling, you need, but it's how to understand this. So it's like Vishnu Chakravarti says that Kunti is praying, these dangers are actually the trouble sent me, it's wealth for me. Vipada means Vipada Sampada. Vipada is Sampada for me. Sampada means property and wealth. Why? Because she thanks to these dangers, I do not look back in my spiritual path. I am always looking at you because I know I am always able to remember you. Due to the lack of this chastity, because of the inability to see certain holistic picture, the person with some part of his being is able to, he brings it, means he is having a difference with Krishna. But Kunti Maharani don't have any difference. She says, for me, why it is well? Because it is not the trouble I am seeing. I am seeing how I am able to remember you, because that is what is very important. I want to come to you, repeat your holy names. But there is always, but all these situations always remind me of you, remains a certain part of being due to, by it happening, non-integrity, which pulls me opposite. Oh, I am having problem. Instead of thinking of Krishna, we think of problem. Like we see first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. In Vishada also it is yoga, because he is connecting himself to Krishna. This is what is chastity. This division and non-intensity leads to not good relation. We want Krishna, but we only want Krishna. We hope for material happiness. This hope for material happiness, what if I am lucky? Yes, I understand that no one has become happy here in the material world, but I am exception. I will become happy. Krishna already told, Dukkhala Mashashvatam. So why we are expecting happiness from Krishna? Chant and be happy means, when we chant, we will get troubles, still we should be happy. Or chant and be happy are two separate instructions. You have to be chant, and when you are chanting, you have to be happy also. So, yes, Krishna loves me. Maybe I'll become happy here. Maybe that's no, but Kunti Maharani, this Krishna tells, Bhogaishwarya Prasaktanam Daya Aparata Chetasam. This is also very important. A person does not have this integrity in due to this lack of integrity is not actually allowing us to meet Krishna. What is the lack of integrity? Because I don't want Krishna. I want something to enjoy in this world. And Krishna is telling you cannot enjoy here. Bhogaishwarya prasattanam taya aparata chetas. As soon as I am enjoying, I am unchaste. And that is why vyavasayatmika buddhi is not possible only. Aparata chetasam. My intelligence is lost. And then samadhuna vidayat, then you cannot be fixed. Where is the question of taking darshan of Krishna? A person cannot have samadhi. Samadhana vidhi means he cannot be focused. He cannot concentrate in his desire for Krishna because of his consciousness of bhoga and aishwarya. It's stolen by the material world, stolen by the experiences that we get, experience of pleasure we get in this material world. Like that. So we get attracted to this bhoga and aishwarya. Maybe we always think, maybe I'll be happy. But Kunti says, why am I asking you? Because the dangers are saving me from the illusion of material happiness. Because I am getting these problems, which is saving me from the illusion of happiness in this world. They save me from this hope that I can be happy in this material world. So send me more and more and more calamities, because otherwise I will think that I'm not so bad. Krishna loves me. Krishna sends me so many wonderful things. Let me enjoy them. Then the chastity is going away from my heart. We need Krishna, but we want to serve the second master also. That is our mind and sense. The division is not eliminated. So the Kunti Maharani is telling, give me integrity. So this prayer basically is she's asking for the integrity so that we can see. Help me find integrity. I can meet you only if I have this integrity. So I trust you and you know better. And Kunti says that Janma Ishwarya Suti Sribir Yedhamana Madapuma Naivartma Vidatme Tvamakit. So these are all creating madha. When there is a pride of wealth, scholarship, intelligence, beauty, brilliance, all these things will cause pride, which because we want to enjoy, then it is very difficult to see Krishna. Vedamana Madapumans, he want. I think I took so much. I can speak also, but let me check. If there are no questions, then we will discuss. We'll take some questions, or should I continue?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you can continue, Prabhu, for some
Hare Krishna.
time. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Should we take questions, or should I continue?
Prabhuji, you can continue another 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever you
Okay.
would like. Yeah.
Now, there are a few more things I want to share. The dangers become my wealth because the mirage of material existence is dissipated. This is what Kunti Maharani says. So this is dissipating my due to the dangers and troubles that he has sent. I do not want them to live my life. Otherwise, the illusion will overcome. That's what Kunti Maharani is telling. Now here, we'll try to understand some practical points because it is theory. Now we'll try to understand how to start preparing at our level. It is very important. It is like when Draupadi called Krishna, at the very moment when Draupadi needed Krishna most, she realized that nothing else could protect her. Neither her noble birth as daughter of Drupada, neither her beauty, her wealth, her all these things, neither are her husbands and all this. So nobody. That time she chants, O Govinda, O Keshava. And Krishna was and Dwaraka Disha she calls. And Krishna was at time Dwarka. He went there from Hastinapur from the attack of Shalva, he goes that time. And when she calls, Krishna comes. It says Krishna comes as a sari. Not only that, Draupadi also sees Krishna herself. He himself came for me. He himself heard my call. No one else could hear me. Only Krishna heard. This is what it says. Our voice Krishna hears. We can see Krishna, we must see Krishna. For that, we first need love. And we need to prepare in order to try create this integrity. Since only Krishna can give it, even only Krishna gives that integrity. But to prepare ourselves for this integrity, integrity is not such a simple thing. Integrity means I have nothing else. I don't look around anywhere else. Why demigod worship is so much heavily condemned? People say, why Krishna is so jealous? Krishna wants integrity. That's why. People say, why Krishna is jealous? If I go and worship little Shiva, now Navratri, Durga is there, some here, some other festival, this festival. What is the problem? Problem is, Ganpati will come now after Janmashtami. What is the problem? Because no, we lose integrity. That will not work for us. Integrity means I have nothing else. I don't look around anywhere else. I don't look back. I only go to Krishna. And even it is difficult for me to ask for this, but Krishna can give us, we have to, like Jesus Christ, they give the example. He healed many people. And whenever he approaches somebody, he asks, do you want to be healed? And do you want to heal or not? Everybody will say, everybody want to get healed. The answer is like obvious, right? But here, healing means to restoration of our integrity. Don't go to anybody else. We are ready. Krishna is, answer is, but I told na, that diseases give certain advantage. In order to prepare for this integrity that only Krishna can give, there is one very important sadhana. The sadhana is a reflection on two qualities of Krishna. Constant reflection of two qualities. What is this? Justice and mercy. Or his two qualities we have to meditate of Krishna. His justice, his mercy. Now, Krishna is always equal. He is not partial. And he is very merciful also. This is what many places in the Shastras and Prabhupada also quotes, he also mentions. This is very important. Like Krishna says, karma is very difficult to understand. Krishna tells this statement that Gahana Karmano Gati. It's very difficult to understand. And no one can understand the fifth. And which says Krishna is impartial. Fifth chapter says, right? And the meaning is that the simple sutra, Krishna is not addicted to anyone. He is very, very fair. He does not have any addictions or any partialities. He does not have favoritism. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. And he is not cruel. He is he is very sophisticated but not cruel. Krishna is sophisticated. He is not cruel. These are and he is very merciful. And sadhana, a person can truly prepare himself. He should be confident that Krishna is not giving any injustice to me. Like whatever is happening to me, I cannot blame anyone. That's the point here. Like because of my wife, because of a husband, because of children, because of in-laws, because of daughter-in-laws, this, that. So many people are there to blame, but we don't blame. We know it is Krishna who is giving. We have confidence. We have to try to develop the mood of confidence in Krishna. If he thinks Krishna is fair all the time, this is the first sadhana we should. And he is great. And also, he gives much more than I deserve, sometimes good things also. This reflection distinguishes a devotee from a non-devotee. A devotee may not yet go on the level of Nishtha, but is firmly convinced that of this one thing, the fact that Krishna is fair, Krishna is not cruel, merciful. Like if you see Duryodhana while he is dying, Krishna comes there. And next day Duryodhana, he does not leave his body in front of Krishna, but he tells Krishna stood in front of Duryodhana, and Bhima was trying to put his feet on Duryodhana's face, and then Krishna stopped him. Balram was hungry anyway that time. And Krishna says to Bhima, no, he's a king. We need to treat him properly. And Krishna tells, because of some our good luck and because of our and what to say, piety and good luck, we could achieve this feat. They are able to, now he tells Yudhishthira, now you are the king. Now you can rule. And he is anyway suffering because of sinful activity. He deserves this, all these things Krishna tells. And that time Duryodhana, he becomes very angry. He says, Duryodhana says that, oh, Krishna, why are you talking about luck? Don't you think I don't know how did you kill dishonestly Karna? Uh, do you think I did not see how you indicated to Bhima to kill below my thigh, above my thighs? And how dishonestly you killed Bhishma and Drona? I know all these things. Krishna, you helped. It is impossible for them to defeat Bhishma, Drona, Karna, even to kill Duryodhana. All three warriors are very powerful, but Krishna helped the Pandavas to defeat them. And Duryodhana says, you are unjust. I am seeing there is injustice in you. There is unfair on your part. And you are cruel and you are partial. Now Krishna said, he said, no. Krishna looked at Duryodhana calmly and said, no, you are reaping the fruits of your own karma. Nothing impartial happened to you. You did wrong, it is happening to you. I may be partial to them, but for you, there is no partiality. There is no injustice. You did wrong. You insulted Draupadi, you are getting punishment. You try to kill Pandavas in so many unlawful ways, you are getting punishment for it. So many people died because of you are getting punishment for it. It is never nothing to do with how I am dealing with Pandavas. Samoham sarva bhuteshu, that is always there. Name dveshtosti na priyaha. I am merciful to my devotees. I am personally dealing with them. But for you, I am not at all unjust. Nothing special happened. You got and they all got they deserve, whatever they are deserving. But the difference, the small difference between our sense of justice and we understand that Krishna is always fair. We should consider that any event from our idea of what should be have been in our opinion, this should happen, no. Krishna is fair by definition. He is God. This is very important, right? Like many people write so many books and try to understand. The formula is that we should reflect on mercy of Krishna. And main thing is Tattena Kampa Susamikshamano Bunjan Evatma Kritam Vipakam. So this is a very famous book. Susamikshamano. I try to see his mercy towards me. This is what we should see. Mano means I constantly feel the Krishna's mercy. And yes, we will take some questions now. Yeah, Krishna is to be.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. Yes, Prabhu. I can see a hand raised from Pitambara Das Prabhuji. Pitambara Prabhu, let's go ahead. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for the opportunity. Hare Krishna Prabhu, what a wonderful class. Really appreciate the points. In fact, I joined from the mid of the class when you were talking something about lust. And then that gives me some questions, Prabhu. Couple of questions. So very first question, Prabhu, is that can I consider over-attachment to devotees a part of lust? Now, my definition of lust is anything over-attachment is lust. Of course, we know that, attraction between man and woman, that's common. We are not restricting the meaning of lust within that parameters, but the question is, can we consider over-attachment to devotees? Because in Kali Yuga, Prabhu, something or the other happens. And even with the devotees, sometimes difference of opinion can lead to misunderstanding and can lead to further repercussions. So, can we consider this over attachment to devotees as part of lust, Prabhu?
We have to, if we are keeping Krishna as center and developing relation with devotees, it is not lust, Prabhu, because Krishna is there. Like now, if I am attached to devotees because I can have a nice chit chat with them, travel around here, there, or some social. Because if you see any spiritual organizations or anything, there are needs for a living entity. So first need is they want to be associated with some organization because they want to have some sort of social environment. So that is a need of a living entity. That's why you see everybody is trying to associate some organization somewhere. So this is a need for them, but it's on a more a material level need. Now we have to, now when we come to ISKCON or we connect to Association of Devotees, that need is there for us to be in a social environment. And together we want to do something for society. That is also another need. We should not keep at a material level. Initially it's in a material level, but we should not keep it at material level. So whenever we meet devotees like the Bhakti Sanga, everybody is so sincere, we come, we always discuss about Krishna. Any relation we have devotees, there should be, let us distribute books together, let us do Janmashtami fundraising, let us do service in the temple together. All the time, if Krishna is the center, any points you are discussing anything, instead of just discussing what is the world politics, what is happening here, what is happening there, we are focused on connection to Krishna, service to Guru, and service and helping in the mission of Prabhupada. Then it is becoming spiritual. Initially, there is material attachment, but gradually it turns spiritual to the degree like this is a Sangha. If people are attached to Bhakti Sangha group, it's a spiritual attachment because they want to hear more and more like that. So initially it is there, but it is slowly it can be purified and made in complete spiritual. Spiritual world, it's all relationship only.
That's true.
It's all relationships.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I mean, my direction was towards the relationship. Spiritual, of course, there is nothing material, there is no ill motives, but there are
Spiritual world is
differences.
relation.
Yeah, the differences do come even in the seva, Prabhu. Even in the service to Krishna, there are difference of opinions. Oh, we should be doing like this, not like this, something. And then there is a misunderstanding happens in Kali Yuga, and then so then I was thinking that because we consider devotees as part of our Krishna conscious family. Always Vaishnavas are always at the core of our hearts. But no five fingers is same in nature, right, Prabhu? And sometimes those difference of opinion occurs, and then I'm thinking that is my over attachment, treating them as part of my family, causing me the grief, causing me the miseries. That is what I'm questioning myself, Prabhu.
Oh, okay. Now I understood the question. What happens, bro, in this case? It is because of my attachment only, attachment to the ideas, attachment the way things should be done, and attachment to there is our expectations from them. This is the cause of the pain which we experience when we are in the association of devotees, because we expect certain person they should behave in a particular way. We have our own ideas, we are attached to them, and we have our own attachment to the way things should be done also. So these are the things we are attached to. Like if I am very detached, then I will not have much problem in dealing with devotees. I have expectations, and expectation is because there is lust in our buddhi. Krishna tells there are lust in our senses, mind, and intelligence. So the intelligence where the lust is there, it is manifested as expectations from the other persons. Because I'm expecting, why they are doing like this? This is more profitable. This is more logical. This is more nice. More this. I'm attached to my own ideas. This is our lust. I think why such simple things they cannot understand. Why they are doing like this? Prabhupada is telling like this. They are doing like this. So all our understanding, we have our own expectations. That's why we feel. Otherwise, and then there will be always Kali Yuga means a place of all the difference in opinions.
Quarrel and hypocrisy, Prabhu.
Yeah, so that is always there. We have to protect ourselves means what we should do. Always there will be difference. In spiritual world also there is Chandravali Radharan. Two groups are there. Differences are there. But it should not lead to envy and hatred. We should be, we have a difference in opinion. We know everybody want to please Krishna, everybody want to please Guru. We should appreciate, okay, let them do. If whatever Krishna wants will happen. Ultimately, it's not your way or that devotee way.
Absolutely.
Even it looks like it is happening according to his will. It is not his will, it is Krishna's will only. So if you understand, like you say Janmashtami, Abhishekam should be done in the hall. Somebody says no, in the Prasadam hall, somebody in the temple hall. And it goes to temple hall. We should know it is not his desire. It is Krishna's desire that is happening. Then we'll be very cool. Okay, Prabhu, if Krishna want it like this, let it happen. So instead of having some resentment, okay, Krishna want it. It's fair enough. There you go.
Yes, Prabhu. That is the consolation I always keep, that, okay, ultimately, Krishna, whichever condition you want, excuse me, you want us to live, that's fine. Your decision is final and we surrender. That's fine. But I'm questioning myself, Prabhu, that it's a subtle question, that is that from your answer, is it wrong for me to keep those expectations? You said
Expectations are because of lust.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Allow me to finish. So you said the lust is living in mind intelligence, and then the intelligence says will give you some expectation. Is it wrong for me to expect some devotees in the service only? There are duties to be performed. We have got positions in our congregation, and then we are performing some duties. And in the performing of duties, what I will do what I feel is appropriate, because that is my duty. And then when I do that, somebody can get hurt, and then the friction starts. So is it wrong for me to expect from certain devotees, certain things to be done in the performance of duties, Prabhu?
We can explain our expectations, but don't be attached to them. The attachment is what is wrong, not expectations. If you are attached to it and you want that way, and if he is not under you, he is an equal with you, he is not a consley of you, you cannot give him any corrections. You have to tell to the person who is superior. We should not become angry and upset on them. We can give, but don't be attached to it, because ultimately it is not according to his way it is happening. Say he is doing some mistake, and because of which some other congregation are getting affected. We should know it is what Krishna wanted only.
That's it.
It's not Krishna wanted, but somehow it happened Krishna's way. I will try next time to improve. We will try to help them understand. We don't be attached to it. If problem is not the situation, Prabhu, Krishna is ready to change us, but he wants us to change our mentality. He is working to change our mentality. We have to accept it. Ultimately, by the end of Janmashtami, if you become more closer to Krishna, accepting will of Krishna, that is the success of our Janmashtami.
Haribol, Haribol.
Not that how the celebrations happen. Celebration, whatever it happens, I should become closer to Krishna by accepting his will of Krishna.
Haribol. Thank you so much. That gives me the substance of the answer, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Ultimately, it's the will of Krishna, and we give up. Okay, so be it. That's all. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining it so nicely. I can see one hand raised from Radha Jyoti Mataji. Mataji, please unmute yourself and go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Pranams to you. Thank you for allowing me to ask the question, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranams to you. And Prabhuji, you mentioned very, very important point during the course. You mentioned about the internal practice that we should do for the cultivation of devotion. And you made it so quick, I was not able to read. You mentioned about the trust. You mentioned many factors. And I just wanted I wanted the explanation because I was going through my notes in the morning and I was contemplating on it. So I lost the points also because I was not writing today. I'm sorry for that. But could you please repeat, or could you please give more explanation about those points? You mentioned 4, 5 points and you just moved on very quickly. So it's my request. Thank you.
Yeah. I was telling, because today the verse, according to the verse, Prahlad is telling what Brahma got darshan of Lord. And I didn't take, actually that was another part. I thought I got 2 topics to discuss. One is what darshan Brahma got and how, and Arjuna also got some type of darshan universal form. That was one topic. Another topic is how we can get darshan of Krishna. I took that. So first I was saying, first we should have a desire. Second is we are not yet qualified. So Krishna understood, Krishna knows that we are not yet ready for it. Third is that our heart is not yet prepared. Means we are not prepared in the sense I gave example of sun. We want to go, we need to body of a fiery body. Then I told our anarthas. Anarthas are like we were holding on to our anarthas because we feel that they are part of me. I don't want to leave them. So I gave example of to be sick is also advantageous. And like I gave the example, the children want to be sick because they want to avoid school. So sickness is like sometimes every day you go to office, sometimes you let me become sick so that I can apply sick leave to the office. Or somebody, there is some sickness is an advantage. So that is why we don't want to work on our anarthas. Then I told how we should meditate on Krishna, how the qualities of Krishna. Then I gave example of what is the most important quality is chastity, the integrity. So then I told that faith and trust on Krishna. And trust means humility, gratitude, and trust. These are the three things. They're almost synonymous in one way for us because we, in relation to Krishna. Then I told about trust and chastity. Chastity about Kunti Maharani example I gave. Whatever happens, I know it is Krishna. I will not leave Krishna. I only want Krishna. And troubles
Prabhu,
are in one way helping me not to enjoy in this material world, connect to Krishna.
Prabhu, you mentioned faith, the components of faith as humility, trust, and
What, Mataji? Trust, gratitude, and humility.
no, you just mentioned the components of faith, no? Humility, trust you mentioned. And one more point.
Trust and faith. And then I told there are three things. We need to have the trust means humility and gratitude, I told.
Okay.
I'm not able to hear
Prabhu.
you much.
Yes, Prabhuji, you mentioned the components of faith. From chastity, I was writing. Before that, you mentioned the points about the faith, and you gave the explanation about the trust. So, could you please repeat once again?
See, trust means I'm humble. Trust means humble. How trust and humility are connected. I am trusting Krishna. Whatever he is doing good only for me. That's the trust is because I'm very humble. I'm accepting whatever he is doing. I'm trusting him. And I'm grateful also because whatever he is giving, I don't deserve only. Good means I don't deserve. Bad means I deserve worse. In that way, I'm grateful also. So they're all connected to it. Trust, humility, and gratitude in one way synonym. They're all connected to us. And that is faith also, like that. And higher level of faith in one way. Clear, Mataji?
Yes,
I don't know.
Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, so my question to you is, one of our devotee was asking about the expectations and all. So, Prabhu, but simply when we are living our life, there is a need and there is a want. So, want, can we see that the wants are expectations, the needs are important, because when we come in the association, if we don't have any need, there will be no need of association also, right? But sometimes there is a want also, and the want can become a need. Sometimes we should understand that the situation is so difficult that we cannot deal alone, and we need to understand that the expectations are also important, because we cannot advance or we cannot serve without it. So is my understanding correct that the selfishness is what the can damage the extra expectations or the dealings?
We have expectation, Mataji. We should not be attached to them. You have certain needs. Say you want to chant your rounds in the morning. You want to every day only take prasadam. You want to properly offer. You want everything on time so that you can do your things. These are all there. My point is don't be attached. Sometimes things won't happen our way. And people may not do according to our way. We can expect. We can tell our expectation also. I want this. In temple, I am expecting this. Like now you are sitting in the class. So you have some expectations when you come to the class. And the speaker should also meet. But then he is not, no story, no joke, very boring philosophical class like mine. Then we say, okay, this person is like that, what can be done? He may not meet the expectation, but what we'll do, okay, this is what Krishna want me to hear today, let it be. So we have expectation, but we are not attached to it. What we think for some class comes like me, we'll say, okay, prabhuji is like this, Krishna want me to hear today this, and move on. If you are expecting, then you get frustrated. My God, what is this? So this is actually the point. There are expectations, but after that, what we need now, we need some humility and detachment also. If things don't happen according to your way, be detached. Don't be attached to it. If you go to temple, things are not according to your way, you have expectations, be detached. That will make your mind very peaceful and you can peacefully chant the holy name. At the end of the day, we should be able to take our mala. Mala is like our mother. We should be so loving mother. We should be with our mala, take the holy name. That when we are detached, na, even expectations, we'll be able to chant nicely. You're understanding?
Ji Prabhuji, yes Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu. You gave all the answers that I had for the day today from the morning. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji, for asking the question. And Prabhuji, in the chat, we have one question. Vinita Mataji is saying, Prabhuji, your class is always awesome. And Hemi Mataji have a question, Prabhu, here. She's writing, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, in the discussion you mentioned that Krishna does not want us to have enjoyment mentality. Then what mode should we have in day-to-day life, as there is happy moments and sad moments? Is enjoyment you are referring to is material enjoyment? Can you please elaborate on this?
Yeah, here what enjoyment Krishna is talking is the enjoyment with our senses and mind. And not that Krishna wants us to suffer. Krishna is telling you enjoy. And he is telling how to enjoy. We should enjoy in a legal way. We want to eat nice food item. What is a legal way of enjoying? Offer it to Krishna and enjoy. We consciously enjoy, then no, we will not get entangled. That's a legal way of enjoying. Krishna is giving prasadam. Say Anna Amrita Pavo, Radha Krishna Gunagav. You eat that Amrita and chant the name of Lord. Means we should do it legal way. That's what Krishna is saying. Dharma viruddha bhutosmi kamosmi bhartapsho. Krishna is telling that, okay, to legally beget children, I am only that. Krishna is not telling don't do it. Krishna is telling that we should do it in a proper way, like eating prasadam. We want to have music, okay, come to Hare Krishna temple, chant Hare Krishna, dance. So in that way, we are doing it in a proper way so that we don't get entangled. So when Krishna is telling that we happy moment, sad moment, everything is Krishna's arrangement for us. That's also another thing. Enjoyment in the material world without connecting to Krishna is poison. That's what Krishna tells. What? Yajna, if you Yajna Sishtamrita, sorry, no, Yajnasishtas nasanto muchante sarvakilbishay bunjate te tvagam papam. If you are not eating Yajnasishta means prasadam, the offerings of Yajna. Yajna is Krishna is Yajna. If you are not eating Yajnasishta, the offerings of Yajna, then what we are taking? We are bunjate te tvagam papam. Bunjate means eating. Papam we are eating. We are eating sin. So Krishna is saying you eat, but you eat prasadam. Don't eat without offering. That's what. So enjoyment in not connection to Krishna is material. That is dangerous. That's what is told. Krishna is not telling family life, no problem. But we should know your husband, your children, they're all Krishna's property. Krishna gave them so that you serve them. Don't exploit them. Don't expect anything from them. You start giving them. That's what Krishna is. You are expecting from them, they should do according to my way. That is exploitation. No, I am meant to serve them. Serve in the sense, I should help them become closer to Krishna. That is the service I have. You should practice bhakti in such a way that your family members get inspired to come closer to Krishna. That is your service. In that way, family life is not a problem only. You can be in family, be happy, nice devotee. That is the point. Clear, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Mataji is already written. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for explaining it so nicely. Pitambar Das, Prabhuji, do you have another question?
Yes, Mataji.
Please
Thank
go
you so
ahead,
much.
Prabhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It's a
you.
quick question, Mataji. Prabhu, thank you for the explanation. Prabhu, the question is, would I be right in saying that attachment is the root cause of misery? Now, attachment can be to person or property, but would I be right in saying attachment is the root cause of misery?
Yes. That is the cause of we are materially attached, even though they are not ours. Krishna is telling all property is mine again and again. 7th, 9th, 10th chapter is Krishna is again and again telling, I am everything. Everything is mine. Still, we have everything on our name property. That false ego, na? It does not allow us. My house, my property, my family, my name. So that attachment is actually the cause. Krishna is Ahankara Vimudhatma. This Ahankar is actually the cause. Yeah, that is the cause.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Lalita Mataji has one question. No? Because in happiness, we cannot remember Krishna wholeheartedly. That is correct. Yeah, most of the time it is correct.
Yes, Prabhu. And Nikita Mataji has raised her
Prabhuji.
hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a
Hare-
question. Prabhuji, I personally sometimes feel in happiness only I can remember Krishna more easily because I don't have anything to worry in my material life. I can completely give concentration on Krishna consciousness. But then some problem comes, it means it makes me tensed. Okay, I have to attend that problem, I have to solve that, and I have to continue. At the same time, I should also be strong in my Krishna consciousness. It disturbs a lot. So is that not, I mean, you were telling it's always the happiness which makes us hard to remember Krishna. So that's my question, Prabhuji. I don't know how to put my question.
I'm understanding question. Now for me also, if anybody says, okay, everything, health is good, family is good, we can chant. No. What is important to understand here is our mind should be so much trained that it is not affected by what is happening externally, pleasure and pain to us. In spite of all these things, mind should be able to remember Krishna. That is the task we should train. That is the task we have. It is not pleasure and pain. It is actually the state of mind. Any situation you keep the mind is ready to remember Krishna. That much ability with the sadhana which you are doing when you are in good times, you are doing sadhana so that you are preparing when you go through, because this is dukkhala mashashvatam. There will be up and down, there will be upheavals. There is no way like that. What Krishna wants us to train our mind in such a way, no matter where you keep, no matter whatever situation we are, Arjuna in any situation, he is focused on Krishna. Draupadi also focused on Krishna. That is the greatest task we have. And that is what we want. That our mind, unaffected by external things, we are focusing on Krishna. Because at the time of death, prana prayana samaya kapavata pitto kantavarodhan vido smaranam prasya. This is Kulshekara analysis. Krishna tvadiya pada pankaj. He is telling, my dear Krishna, now my mind is very healthy. I am able to remember you better. It is good that I leave my body now because I am able to focus on you nicely. Because at the time of death, kapha, vata, pitta are choking my, then my throat, I am not sure I will be able to remember you. So the point here, why devotees are glorified in all situations is how their ability to focus on Krishna. They go through so many tribulations, but mind is at the lotus of Krishna. All the Pandavas, any tribulations, mind is at the lotus feet of Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj, so much torture from his father, mind is at the lotus feet of Krishna. So any devotee, why he is a devotee? Because mind is focused at the lotus feet of Krishna. So for us, We should train in such a way, no matter whatever situation we are, our mind is able to focus on the lotus feet of Krishna. So that is success. Now you are in a good situation. Now do it so intense bhakti that things go here, there, because that tendency, that I am the doer, I am the controller, things should go according to my way. The tendency is still strong. That's why we feel that as a difficult situations. Why you are considering some as comfortable, some as uncomfortable situation? Uncomfortable situations for what? Uncomfortable situations for our ego, because things don't go my way. For me, things should be like this. Health should be like this. Money should be like this. This should be like this. No, it is our ego that is dictating. No, Krishna wanted like that. So what should I do? Accept it and then just peacefully chant. The test is how much my mind is trained, how much I am able to control my conditionings like that. Clear,
That's
Mataji?
cool. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So, very, very nice, Prabhuji. I understood that when my days are going well, actually, there is no good day, bad day. As your explanation says, like we should not even concentrate on those things. We should concentrate on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. But then, if at all my mind is still seeing the good day, bad day, focus on when the good days are there, focus more on Krishna. So then bad days comes, it doesn't affect me. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna. And also, I really like the ego satisfactions. What I want is my desire is not fulfilled. So that is why I'm calling it as a bad day. Very nice explanation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Nikita Mataji has raised her hand. Mataji, please
Hare
unmute.
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much
Right.
for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, I have a question. Like, I have a friend who is very much inclined towards Krishna, and she's been doing some rounds of mala also, and recently she's got Laddu Gopal also at home. But there is a problem that they are daily in their home non-veg is being prepared. So how should she now? She is thinking, earlier she did not think, she did a mistake by getting the Laddu Gopal ji at home, I know that, but she's now contemplating what should she do. Prabhuji, can you guide on this?
You should keep nice agarbatti and offer some lamb to Laddu Gopal, offer some fruits. That's all. And she herself can cook in separate vessel, which is not cooked it is not touched with any of this. Separately, she can cook some simple items, one single item like upma or something. And whenever possible, she can
Prabhuji,
offer.
what if she is also eating? What if
She
she
should
is
not.
also eating non-veg?
She can avoid as much as possible. She can avoid it. It is not good to eat, because what happens now, this food has so much negative energy which will not help us to do our sadhana nicely, to remember Krishna. This negative energy will not let us go. Normally, only while chanting to remember Krishna, only our mind goes in thousand and one directions. Now when this negative energy is already filling our mind, where is the question of remembering Krishna? It is very difficult. We will not be able to get that spiritual experience only. It's just very superficial. Our brain is very dull because it is tasting something very negative energy. We should overcome that. This tamoguna food, all these things, the violence will not. We are against. See, how can I speak about love of Krishna when I am committing violence to other animals? Heart is already so hard. Our heart should be soft when we want to go to Krishna. It should be like makhan, butter, and Krishna is butter thief. He will steal our heart only when it is soft. When I'm creating violence, how will I expect that Krishna will steal my heart? She should not eat. If she want to serve Krishna, she should avoid. At least she can start avoiding. If shaking every day, she can do it once in a week, then make it once in a month. She should reduce it. At least she should have a desire to reduce.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, how to convince oneself that non-vegetarian food is negative?
it has a it is dopamine effect, Mataji. How it happens is like we already have a tendency of violence in us. The Ishvara Bhava is there. That's why when people eat non-veg, the blood is actually what is the taste in that item. If you just take the non-veg, I will give 2-3 answers for it. First answer is what exactly is taste in that the non-veg is the blood in it. If you remove the blood, it's like plastic only, rubber only. You don't get any taste. Because of the blood in that, when you mix and eat, you are actually tasting the blood, and the taste is tamoguna taste, taste in ignorance, which has a negative effect on us. Effect in the sense that any food we are eating, it's a taste only, and our taste in tamoguna it has, and then the tendency for violence and all negative thoughts are because of our food only. Any thoughts are because of food, either positive or negative. If you take very fresh, healthy items, you get such type of thoughts. If you are taking tamoguna items, you get tamoguna thoughts. Hatred, envy, depression, and all this anger and all this negative stress, all these things is because of the tamoguna food. Because like 1/3 of what we eat directly goes to our brain only. Like now we say somebody is drinking alcohol. Immediately you see he start behaving little weird. If you have taken so much alcohol, he will start behaving little odd. Now why is it? Because it affected his brain. So any food is having that liquid substance which affects our brain. That's why we should be very careful what we are eating. Any food. That's why Ekadasi, why we eat, why don't eat? Because Ekadasi, the brain is little slow because moon is very weak that day. That's why we don't eat, so that our brain don't have much to work and it is peaceful. Mind don't have much to work, it is peaceful. And because nothing is there in the stomach, it is remain peaceful. The point here is any food, it has 1/3 effect on our brain. This is the first thing. Second is there is also a tendency of violence in us. We should not aggravate it because we want to make our hearts soft. So the violence is because of that is also a tamoguna tendency. You don't want to create violence because if we create violence, we attract violence. Like no, I was sitting in a railway station. One person came, sat beside me, said, "Swamiji, so many problems in life, so many problems. Why this, that, so many problems." I said, "Stop eating non-veg." He said, "No, no, not possible." I am telling, "Arey, you are killing somebody, you are giving pain to others, and how can you expect that something good will happen?" And that poor creature did not do anything to you, and you are mercilessly killing. And the poor animal, the goat or hen, it is just on its own way, and you are killing it and giving so much pain to it. It want to live, and you are killing. How much pain? And that will come to you only, na? So we avoid it. That's so simple. But this, if somebody is little sensible, this much logic is sufficient.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, sorry, there is only 4 more minutes. I don't know, 8 o'clock usually we close. We can take other people who did not get a chance instead of Radha Jyoti Mataji. We can take Akshar Prabhuji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. I want to know from you, Prabhuji, is it okay to live as a brahmachari in home, like without performing the duties of householder? Like, I mean to say, without entering grahastha ashram and working outside?
Yeah, very much. In ISKCON means it does not, it's not compulsory. Only it is favorable to be in ashram because you need such association to continue. You need to have 2-3 more people who are practicing like you, which is favorable. Which will help you to practice more. Otherwise, you should regularly associate with brahmacharis. That will also do. You can be there, but you should associate with somebody who is practicing, which will, because you need such company to remain determined and to get that enthusiasm and everything all the time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Prabhu. Padma Mataji, would you like to go ahead?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for a wonderful class. Prabhu, on the same lines of eating non-veg, I have one other question. When people in in science field and maybe different, right? There is a saying in Telugu that this is using onion and garlic, Prabhu, in the food items that when we offer, we don't use those things, right? But people in feel that there is a saying that ulli chesin mellu talli kuda chedu, and it means I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I am Telugu. I know
yes,
this
yes,
saying.
yes,
Bulli
yes.
chesin
So,
mellu talli kuda chedu.
same in a similar way, garlic also has so many medicinal properties. Like, for example, if you have knee pains and whatnot, there is like hundreds of articles, 100 things that there are these things. When you are not consuming those, you are um, especially these days, the food is like so much processed and so much whatever it is. If you're not including these things, you're causing not good to your body or health or whatever. How would you try to help understand? Because one way I my thought process telling them is that when you do take these qualities, take these things, it will hinder your spiritual progress, and it is not like it is basically tamoguna food, and we don't offer those things. How for a scientific and medical people, like who knows the beneficial qualities so much, how do you explain or able to convince, Prabhu?
Yeah, there are alternative food items which will suffice the requirement which is provided by them. First is that, not that you have to take that item only. Whatever is an alternative which is in Sattva we can take that item, which will help to reduce like the requirement which is given by that whatever onion and all. Another thing is if you are just some medicine is there in the little quantity is there, that is not a problem in taking. What happens is this have an addictive effect, and it is a tamoguna effect, which will defile our consciousness, which we don't want to spoil. We want to keep it so pure, so subtle. The more subtle our consciousness, we will be able to understand the subtle subjects very easily. That's why we need to take cow milk, cow ghee and all, because they are very subtle. When Krishna is the most subtlest, the soul is most subtlest. To reach that level of consciousness, we need to be very careful not to defile our consciousness. And this food is completely against it. On a physical level, it may be helpful, but not on a mental level. Mental level, we should be, am I ready to pay that much price? Let me eat in a regulated way. Let me eat a healthy way. Then I'll not, no, I don't need these food items. If I'm eating morning some fruits and light and having nice breakfast, nice lunch, heavy lunch, and then evening I'm taking proper dinner little bit before sunset, and then night I'm taking milk. If you are having a very regulated lifestyle, there is no chance that you need an onion to no make you healthy. That good regulated lifestyle will not. People eat, if you are eating 4 times in a day, 5 times in a day, then all these problems will come. Then you need all these extra things to make you healthy. Otherwise, it is not needed. The Vedic culture, Prabhupada was so healthy till age of 80. All the devotees who are there in ISKCON, so many healthy people are there. They don't need. In Vedic culture, nobody was eating. They were all healthy. And millions of years they are healthy. If they are mentioned means this is tamoguna food. So without that also they are healthy. Ayurveda never says that no, you should always eat. And so this saying, this is somebody who is so much interested in onion. They may have made this statement. And there is alternative also. Not that there is no alternative for onion. We are eating, we are healthy. No, we are not eating onion, but we are healthy. So it is very much possible.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Clear, Mataji?
Clear, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Prabhu, with your permission, can we end the call here? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such an enlightening class today. We are very grateful to you and look forward for your association again in the future. Dear devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Mancha kalpa
Kalpesya kripa sindhubhyo
Putitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah.
Namo Namah.
Srila Prabhupada
Jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada,
Sri Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki
Srimad
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Bhagavatam
thank you so
ki.
much, Prabhuji. We look forward to your
Jai.
Lord
Thank you
Premanand.
so much.
Sri Radha Pramod Prabhuji ki
Jai.
Jai. Thank you,
Gauranga.
Prabhuji. Hare
Ananda.
Krishna.
Jai
Gauranga,
Radha,
Haribo.
Nityananda,
Nanda.
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Hari Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.